Like, I feel like teams like Charlotte, like they've been struggling for years. Like
That's true.
Teams like Utah that desperately needs a star. Like they've been struggling for years to bring in a big name face, and they just continuously getting hoed because of this weird lottery system getting randomly picked and then sent by the assistant governor. It's ridiculous.
So with this draft results right now, we feel like maybe the system could be rigged. Do you think that's true or not?
100%. Like I just don't believe that you can you could have a team that was a game away from playing in the first round series. They get the number 1 seed with Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving. I just think that's completely rigged. I've seen a trend. Every time you traded your star to LA, or you traded your star to LA, they get the first pick. Chris Paul got traded to the Lakers. Obviously they got rescinded, but who got the first pick? Who got the first pick that year?
Nola.
And who was it? Anthony Davis. And then the Zion and the Lakers stuff. Like they traded AD to the Lakers,
and they got Zion.
And then
damn, cause I'm sitting here thinking about. I'm like, oh shit, damn, it low key makes sense. That's crazy.
Exactly. So like Luka gets traded from Dallas to the Lakers, and now now the Mavericks got the first overall pick. So it sucks for the small market teams that not getting free agents and the amount of talent as other teams. The 3 worst teams record-wise are pick 5, 6, and 7. I think that's ridiculous. I think the league will never even out without like a change in the draft order, because in the NFL, obviously, if you're butt, you get the best player. Like that's just realistic how it's supposed to go. The bad team need all the good players to be somewhat competitive to these good teams, and then the mixture of power happens and it starts all over again. With the NBA, I mean, it's literally, Jessie, you could be able to explain a little better about the lottery system and how they're able to pick their draft order, but it's rigged. Like, I feel like teams like Charlotte, like they've been struggling for years. Like,
that's true.
Teams like Utah that desperately needs a star, like they've been struggling for years to bring in a big name face, and they're just continuously getting hoed because of this weird lottery system getting randomly picked and then sent by the assistant governor. It's ridiculous.
So do we think that tanking is a strategy that actually works or no?
I don't think so. At least not in the NBA. I mean, you've had teams like the Washington Wizards who have been tanking for God knows how long, and how many times have they had the number 1 pick realistically?
Damn.
Then you got teams like
they couldn't get it last year.
And you got teams like New York, the Knicks, who have been at the worst terrible, and at best probably mediocre for some of their better seasons, and they've had so much bad things of luck when it comes to trying to get that number 1 pick. It's ridiculous. You would have thought that a high marketable city such as New York will have multiple stars in their name that they have in homegrown talent, but everything is because of trades. I mean, their biggest draft piece that they drafted over the past few years was Kristaps Porzingis, and if you want to go further back, Patrick Ewing, and there's not a lot of success going in that market for sure.
So with you guys saying that it's always usually the small markets that struggle, do you think that getting a top pick that isn't always the answer?
No, you need something to be able to rejuice that city, to bring in your fan base, and then with that comes with the eyes, and with the eyes come with league respect, and then league respect comes people interested in playing with you. And I feel like bringing in a top level star, especially young, that makes people want to just gravitate towards you. Like, look at how can I put it? You can look at a player like Ja Morant in a sense, where like people are more prone to wanting to go to like Memphis, or like a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, even though he wasn't drafted by OKC, but you see the level of players that want to come play for OKC. I mean, Hartenstein took a pay cut because he could have got more money somewhere else to go play with Shai. You got guys like Alec Caruso, that top destination is OKC, and he's from LA, so he's from a big market. So I feel like, the big stars if you can get some level of star in a small market, that's all that does is rejuvenate your franchise and give you hope and a realistic chance to compete.
All right, on to the next topic though, man. With the addition
Wait,
of
sorry. Like, pull your shorts down.
oh yeah, that nigga looked naked in the last video. Like nigga in the last video. I say, where the fuck is your shorts at, nigga? Hey, nigga. Low key, I kind of agree with that. Like, you can kind of even say like the Magic with Paulo Banchero.
Nah.
I mean, he's an up and coming star though.
I mean, yeah,
He's gonna be a star.
Are the Pistons successful or unsuccessful story of tanking?
I'm not even gonna say the Pistons are tank. Well,
I would say
tanking.
successful.
It's successful because look at what Cade is doing. Cade has brought that team a long way. Like Detroit was bottom tier last season, right? And then this season they own one. You know what I'm saying? They did their thing. They got better. And bringing in Cade really like changed the culture and changed like. He just brought more wins. You know what I'm saying? He brought that culture back. You know
he been on that team. I wouldn't say necessarily he brings the wins. I think certain players developed to the point where they was able to contribute and be productive NBA players. Right. I think they all came in young. It was just a young squad, and they brought in a lot of veterans like Tobias Harris, like Tim Hardaway Jr., like Mikal Beasley, like and Dennis Schroeder. Like you brought in some of those guys to be able to show those younger guys, hey, this is how you win. We may not be the level of player you are, but I've been in those levels. I've been in those situations. I can give you those guiders. I can give you them pointers to go in there and elevate your level of play alongside of their help. And that's what I think boosted Detroit more than anything this year.
I want to go back to Jesse's question when he was talking about tanking and how successful it is. How successful is it? I mean, we've seen teams like the Trailblazers of recent memory who have been trying to take ever since the likes of Damian Lillard leaving. And we see how far that's got them at this point in time. I mean, look at teams like the Jazz in the aftermath of the Donovan Mitchell era. They've been tanking since, 4 years?
Yeah, D-Mitch probably been gone for about 3.
Okay, well, even with that being said, how successful has that tanking strategy been for the boys up in Utah?
Oh, not at all. I ain't gonna lie, they sick too. They are sick. He's sick. They sick. They are sick.
It's a tough situation to be in for sure. They say they lost 60-something games
just to get to pick 5. Like that don't even make sense. The league got to do something better with it. These top brand stars need to go into these small markets and rejuvenate that crowd to be able to bring more excitement around the league, to make the league equal again. Because let's be honest, Giannis getting traded somewhere in that West. I don't know where, but he's going somewhere in the West. So now you're losing another mega star from the East to the West, and on top of that, you got Jason Tatum is already going to be out for the remainder of the year. Yeah. So there's not going to be any suit. Like I promise you, I don't want nobody to be mad when Miles Turner's making an All-Star game. Like we're taking away all these freaking players, and now you're going to have all these mid players that are really real deal role players having to play in an All-Star game because we took away every single star and put them on the West Coast.
I think that's also going to drive the discussion of like getting rid of conferences.
Nah, they got to keep them.
But you got to think about like if all the talent has continued to migrate from East to West, especially at this rapid pace, then like the best teams from the East are probably going to be barely 4 or 5 seeds in the West, except that one outlier. I mean, just look at this year alone. It's pretty much only 3 teams that have a guaranteed spot in the Western Conference just based off of their record alone.
I mean, but I think you can get to go back to saying like East, like Celtics won the finals last year, and then dang, it's been a minute since the East went outside of that.
That's what I'm saying.
Denver, you got
the Bucks,
you got Golden State, and then it was the Bucks. So.
But then before that, it was just pretty much all Golden State for a long period of time. You had prior
to say Toronto,
Mm-hmm. But like that was some years, and yeah, it was Toronto, the Lakers,
the Bucks,
yeah.
Warriors,
Nuggets,
and Celtics.
Yeah. Damn.
It's been a minute.